But the insanity goes a little deeper. You probably didn't notice it at first when I showed you the tweet, but look in there, when you zoom right into the image closely, do you see all those little pictures of people on them? There's a whole bunch of hijabs there, for example. These are people who apparently are offended. These are what offended people look like, I'm guessing. What a happy photo shoot that must have been, inviting in a bunch of models and telling them to pose for photos. But don't smile, people. Stop smiling. Look angry and sullen and entitled. I think that's what they did here. But if you look at those little faces and look at the words written, you see there's a word written on each of those little faces? Let me read them to you. Victimized. Do you see that word there? Fear, hurt, alone, sad, humiliated, anxiety. Can you see those words? You got to look sort of closely there. Is that what the South Yorkshire Police are now fighting? People who feel sad? Because I thought fighting against the natural human emotion of hate was going to be tough. Now the South Yorkshire Police are trying to eliminate the natural human emotion of sadness and being alone, which actually is not an emotion. You can be alone on purpose. You can be alone because you have been a bad person and no one wants to spend time with you. So it's good that you're alone. Or you can be alone because you like peace and quiet and you are an introvert and you think the world has gone crazy, including the police. You don't want to talk to the South Yorkshire Police because that makes you anxious, another one of the bad words. Seriously, is being anxious a reason to call 911? That was on there, anxiety. You saw that, right? I put it to you that this will cause anxiety, not solve it. What tools would a British policeman have anyways to combat loneliness or anxiety or sadness? Do they get some sort of training in the British Police Academy these days on how to make people less sad? Well, this video will put a smile on your face. It's the launch of new rainbow-painted police cars in Yorkshire. Take a look.
We challenge Hull as part of UK City of Culture Week 29 to raise a rainbow.
I think those are Toyota Priuses. I can't quite tell. You know, I wish some of this effort and energy that the police are putting into feelings and rainbows and unicorns was put into solving real crimes in Yorkshire. Just 2 days ago, this Muslim woman named Ayan Ali stabbed a man in the downtown shopping market in South Yorkshire. Maybe if she had seen those rainbow cars, she'd have felt less hate or less sad or less lonely or something. Or maybe she just would have laughed at the cops instead of getting all stabby. Or maybe the opposite. Maybe she would have known that all the police that day were at a special diversity and feelings training session at the police headquarters, so she'd be left alone to do her stabbing. Or maybe she knows that if the police approached her, she could just call them racist and say they're committing a hate crime against her or a hate incident or just making her anxious. So they should back off or she'll file a hate complaint.
That's an excerpt from my daily show, The Ezra Levant Show, weekdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Every day I do a monologue, interview a guest, and read my fan mail and my hate mail. To subscribe, go to therebel.media/shows.